Looks like we are live. Stream health looks good. Everything looks good. Let me go ahead and spread the word. Oh, link to YouTube. There we go. All right. We're going up. Wednesday night. Wed. All right. Get that thing up and running. Bam. Okay. We are good. Hey, what's up, guys? Okay. We got ourselves a cam. If you can't tell, that's new. All right, pause that shit. Okay. Yay, yay, yay. Well, Sean is vlogging. Yes, it's Thursday morning, but it could be any morning. I mean, it's like what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? That's the whole saying. 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, Chris. The face. The face is back. However good that might be. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Troy, I was very fortunate with with some people on the Discord, a guy by the name of Fintrovert and Ward. Let me just make sure I got that correct. War Dog. I want to make sure I got it right. Warboy, who also plays the game. Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. They were cool as fuck and helped me get set up. Actually, Fintrovert recommended a USB 3.0 PCI card or PCI Express card, and so I ordered one for like $28 on Amazon. Got that shit. Get that right there. Got that shit in today. Almost broke the card trying to install it because I'm not computer literate to save my fucking life. And so I'm sitting there and like I haven't really opened up my tower since about a year ago when I got it. And so it's a whole, the tower is like partitioned. So the interior of the tower is like meant to be, you have your cords on one side and everything else on the other. And I forgot about that. So I opened it up expecting to find like the SATA cable. And then I'm like, where the fuck is everything? Shit, fuck, shit, cock, shit, fuck, ass. And I'm like trying to figure it out. I'm watching YouTube videos on it and everything. And ultimately, I got it in. And then, so here's the thing. So then yesterday, I picked up this guy. Now, this is the Brio. This is the 4K Logitech camera. And I thought, hey, this could actually work. 4K. Could you imagine me streaming in 4K? Wouldn't that just be horrible? It would be absolutely horrible. But I thought this thing would be good. So I go and I pick it up, thinking I'll put it, yes, things are bad right now, but if it's for business, I can put it on credit, write it off, it's all good. Doesn't work on the USB 3.0. But this does, and does okay. So then I busted out my lights. The lights I need to kind of move in a bit more to get more of a crisper look. Unfortunately, it's not looking as well as it could. Although I've got two Logitechs up here. I'll test the other Logitech tomorrow. I've got two C920s anyway. So we'll have to see how that goes. But in the meantime, yeah, that's how things have been today and everything else. So what's going on, Magog? How are you, buddy? How are you? I was actually just watching one of your videos, Magog. Your Samantha Bee one. I forgot I had it up still in my browser from last week when we were on Failure Accomplished stream. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to do some shit. So I'll do that. I'll look at that. Ryan, thank you very much for watching the EA video. It's pretty clear to see that BioWare is like, shit, we have another dead company on our hands. What do we do with it? Let's kill it. Yeah, Jack, no, it's very much going to be a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress. I'm hoping to get like the back wall set up. Part of me's thinking, like, honest to God, like just getting like a curtain, putting it behind me, not worrying about decorating the wall, and then trying to find like the old Star Wars sheets from like 1980s, and then just having that be the backdrop. Then that's kind kind of hokey. Right now, I've just got like my Sterilite bins and other shit. So that's kind of what I'm working on. Riley, what's going on? Void, what's going on? Yes, Magog, I watched you drink the poison for watching Samantha Bee. Clearly, you didn't suffer through her not White House Correspondents' Dinner last week. For if you had made your way through that, you wouldn't have drank poison. You would have committed seppuku with a frisbee. So, what's going on, Cinder? How are you? Yeah, Troy, I got the Star Wars, the wooden wall art. I got to go bust them out and then put them up. I also bought a digital leveler. So when I'm putting them on the wall, it's not going to look like as fuckered as it did before when it was fuckered. So AAA games are dead aside from Rockstar games? Nah, that's not true at all, man. That's not true at all. If I have anything, I don't think I have anything up here. Like Horizon Zero Dawn is a AAA game that, outside of maybe some light SJW-esque writing, is a fantastic game. Not only in terms of scale and size, but also gameplay. It's pretty great. But a Kekistani flag, no. I'm that is so not my scene. That is so not my scene. What's going on, Joseph Stalin? How are you? Samantha Bee or Amy Schumer? Samantha Bee, because Samantha Bee can at least try to be funny. I don't know. Doom 2016 was fucking awesome, very much so. What's my favorite Telltale games? I don't play as many of them as I should. The last one I played was Walking Dead Season 2, like the first episode. So, yeah, I know there's like the Michonne one, and Season 3 is coming, or it's already out. I literally have no idea anymore. Chaos Sonic, I will take a look at that link you sent me about the 30 Marvel comics that might be canceled. I saw something conflicting that today that said they probably won't be canceled, or they won't be canceled for the reasons people are claiming. I need to go read that for like some contrast opinion. What are games I'm looking forward to? South Park in the Fractured But Whole. Shit, man. Whatever Bethesda's got coming out. There's not much I'm looking to get my hands on right now. I don't even know. Red Dead 2. Clearly Red Dead 2 is one that I want. What's another one that I'm looking for? I don't even know at this point. Yeah, CD Projekt Red, anything from them I'll probably get. So Battlefront 2, thank you, Frogdalus. Yeah, Battlefront 2 is probably the one I'm most excited for this year, just because that. Also, Shadow of War. I forgot about Shadow of War. And Carlos, the Thor Ragnarok trailer was fucking lit, dude. Was fucking lit. That trailer is great. I haven't seen the new one, the international trailer. I haven't seen that yet. I just did. This is gonna sound bad, but I actually had a fair amount of requests from people concerning Three Buck Theater to start doing trailer reactions. And on there, I thought to myself at first, like, I don't really want to do trailer reactions. But at the same time, I figure if I can add something to the conversation, or at least do my research on the film, I can talk about it in a way that might work out. So I have 2 videos going up. I think one of them just popped. It's a Baywatch trailer reaction, and then I have a Cars 3 trailer reaction to get 11. So I don't know. Those are going to be whatever. They're easy to do. And people like them. And that's like, all right, fine with me. So, well, Veronica, that is a very nice thing to say. She says, this time last year I had a boyfriend, but I also didn't know about Mundane Matt. Seems like I've upgraded. Well, I mean, yeah, clearly. All this? Come on. You're eating beef jerky, Jack Mormon. It's awesome. I wish I had beef jerky. I don't have beef jerky. I could drive to Walmart to get beef jerky, but I'm not. So, do I think Ashoka's alive? I don't know. I haven't seen season 3. I need to sit down and watch them all. Have any of my streams been uncomfortable or weird? Not uncomfortable. Like, when you get, okay, here's the thing. When you get high in front of like 100, 200 people, it kind of goes out the window. Kind of goes out the window. So I don't know. Nothing really awkward or weird. It's just kind of like I'm doing this for fun. I have fun with it. You know, it's not only it's so the great thing with streaming is, for one, I can talk to you guys. Two, we can develop a community, because communities are important even if people don't like the word necessarily. Um, Three, it gives me an excuse to spend more time on the internet. You're drinking water, Frogdalus? Yeah, I hear you about being broke. I bought this fusion water for like $1. It's pretty good. I got a few of them. How's the hunt for Slender Grill? I don't know. I haven't been hunting last couple days. I've been pretty busy, and I've been staying up really late. Like, once I get done with the stream, I'm usually up for like another couple hours, like playing, and I just go pass out for a few hours, and I get up and I'm like making videos again. I'm just kind of like, I don't want to get stuck in that rut. So oh, hey, what's up, Josh? You want to know if I'm in the synthwave? I am. Sure. I'm pretty sure. I know what it is. Not necessarily sure. But yeah, if you want to email me the link, I'll check out your brother's song. What's going on, Jackson? How are you, man? Have I seen the Atika stream? No. I don't think I'll ever have a stream that gets like 3,500 people, but that'd be really cool. So, okay, here's the thing. Like a couple hundred people, manageable. If it's like 3,000, 4,000 people and it's me just talking to you, I'd be like, how's all your masturbatory habits going today? I hope you're cranking with fucking not only speed, but responsibility. Like, I wouldn't know what to say to 4,000 people. Plus, the chat would be going absolutely crazy. Do I have a Streamlabs? I don't. YouTube does take a huge cut, though, with Super Chat. That is true. I look at, like, when those numbers come in, I'll look at them, and then I don't think they take a huge cut, but they don't tell you how much of a cut they take, which is a problem. But honestly, right now, Super Chat's pretty much like, it's keeping the lights on. So there's that. Yes, like this guy, you can see my sexy face again, and I can even, let's see here. Oh god, I need to pull back a bit. I didn't realize I had so much fucking headroom there. I think it's also if I do this. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Yay! So if I want to play a game, I can just put the game on here, so I can do that too. Again, OBS is kind of like my saving grace right now, so that's pretty good. Let me just scoot the fuck back. You're gonna meet. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm in the shot. Okay. So wait, you're going to meet a Holocaust survivor tomorrow, and you need some good questions. I guess there's always the standard questions. What was it like surviving the Holocaust? What are the numbers on your arms ring? Did you have a real Sophie choice on your hand? Were you the Sophie's choice? Did you meet Hitler? What was his mustache like? What kind of gas do you use? I don't know. I don't know what you'd ask somebody. That'd be fucking horrible. Yeah. You see, I got the skull back over here. My little plushy skull. So, how did you escape? That's a good one too. Well, let's see. Will Battlefront 2 have a campaign mode? Frogdalus, yes, it does have a campaign mode. Some people are not a fan of the campaign mode because you've got people in the it's like written by Mitch Dyer, co-written by Mitch Dyer, who is one of the guys who was really good friends with Anita Sarkeesian, and he would often like espouse kind of like the male feminist side of things, and it was just like whatever. So you got that, but I don't know necessarily about how good it's going to be. It's playing like a female member of an Empire like death squad sort of thing, or an elite trooper, and that's so it's like the campaign mode. And Battlefront 2 is more like on the Empire side of things, so that's pretty interesting. Magog, what'd you say here? Oh, thank you very much, Magog. You get some sleep, bro. I'll talk to you later. I'll have to do a stream again. Yeah, that's what you do. Oh my god, ask the Holocaust survivor how she feels about the Hitler did nothing wrong meme, and then take her through it. I'm sure she won't find it funny. I wouldn't recommend that. Horror punks, I don't necessarily agree with your statement of can we stop hiring internet personalities as writers. Would you guys like me to write a Star Wars story? I think I'd be pretty good at writing a Star Wars story. It'd be full of action and fucking mystery and intrigue and lots of fucking Um, okay, yeah, Joseph Stalin. um, oh, okay. Fine, Riley. There you go. You wore me down. You got your wrench. Um, so do I think that the political climate is like that of World War II and that Nazis could come back? I'm sure you could probably ask that person as well. But if I'm going to answer that question, no, we're not quite there yet. Keep in mind at the time, information, the lack thereof, was a big problem. Hitler going out there in the late 1930s and claiming that the Jews were the reason why there were all the problems in Germany, uh, clearly was leading into the whole situation. What we have now is fake news, but fake news that's verifiable. And so the idea that something like the Nazis would come back would be very, very hard to do. But instead of them coming back as a whole, them coming back as like an army or anything, would they be probably easier trying to get people elected? Look at the Tea Party. I'm not trying to say the Tea Party are Nazis, but their tactics worked. They spread fear, they spread hyperbole, they spread bullshit. They're able to mobilize and they're able to get their people elected, which I give them credit for being able to do that. The people coming in, though, weren't able to get anything done because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, but whatever. So, you got that. Um, your Star Wars script would have Felicity Jones as every character. That works out. That works out. So, so CNN is blaming white people for everything. I don't know. Are they again? I don't know if they will. CNN is in a weird position. They're not quite left. They're not quite right. They're kind of all over the place. But I did watch the thing today where Anderson Cooper fucking totally went after Kellyanne Conway, and Kellyanne is just like, she is a master deflector, but she can't. She tries to pivot, change the conversation, and she ultimately keeps kind of getting herself stuck, which is why we don't see Kellyanne very much. But when it comes to the whole situation of Trump and trying to explain away the firing of James Comey, it's an interesting situation to watch nonetheless. What cracks me up the most about that, though, is that the White House is like, why aren't more Democrats upset that we fired Comey? Like, you figured they would have liked Comey to go. Yeah, they would have. If it was like October 28th of last year. It was October 28th of last year. They could have fired Comey, and the Democrats would have been out there just, clapping, cheering, partying, and everything else. But now, because everything that Comey was up to post the election, they're just like, well, why'd you fire him, Donnie? Why'd you fire him? What you gotta hide? What you gotta hide? So, no, the CNN is not completely left. MSNBC is completely left. So there's that. You guys are talking about fucking Fallout New Vegas. I need to go back and replay that game. If they ported that over to PS4, I'd probably get it. But then again, I can just get it on the PC. So what's the fucking point? Wait, I can buy Max Payne again. I would do that. What is better, the new Zelda or Witcher 3? Witcher 3, man. The new Zelda's good, but Witcher 3 is like fucking... It's just such an amazing game. I don't get why people don't like it. I really honestly don't get why people don't like it. So they're excuse like, it's too big, it's too massive, there's nothing to do. Dude, there's shit in every fucking town. A lot of the quests are the same, but every game has fetch quests or go there, kill that quests. But The Witcher does it in a way where it's like there's mythology around it. You know what I mean? Like, you can spend hundreds of hours in that game and not even touch the main quest line. So, yeah, you have wrench icons. You still have Max Payne on the OG Xbox? Yeah, I bought Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2 for my kid brother on the PS2. Have I ever been cancer in another channel's chat? No. Not that I know of. I don't think I've ever been cancer in someone's chat. Usually I like to think I have like more respect than that. Ninja TVLV, what's up, man? Yeah, see, I have The Witcher 3. I bought like the deluxe edition of it with the expansions, and I haven't even beat the single player yet, so I have all of that shit to play, and I'm just like, That's actually one of the reasons why I'm glad there's not a lot coming out that is going to like take my time, so I can actually maybe spend some time with some games. But then again, I put out 6 videos a day and then I do streams, so it's kind of like either you guys are going to have to come with me on those adventures, and that's what we're going to do, or I'm going to have to really figure out how to get gaming in my schedule. So, do I still vape like a faggot? Yes, sometimes. But I never vape. I don't really call it vaping because it's like, it's not nicotine that I'm smoking. What's going on, Edward Juarez? How are you, man? Do I lift? Not as much as I should. Have I played Nier Automata? No, I have not. Do I like Lucha Libre? Mexican wrestling to me is one of the absolute utter greatest things of all fucking time. I don't watch it religiously, but I respect the living shit out of it. One American professional wrestling is probably one of the lamest things I've ever seen. And if you're a WWE fan, I'm not insulting your intelligence on it. I know you know it's fake, but it's such like a male soap opera. It's a testosterone laden male soap opera that I've just never been able to get into. But Lucha Libre is a show as well, but it's dudes in colorful masks that are like bouncing around the place, and I just happen to like that quite a bit. Jack Mormon, I'm not rocking the ganja right now. I don't know, Riley, if there's any Easter eggs in COD Zombies. I don't play COD Zombies. I fucking hate COD Zombies. Like, here's the thing. Here's why I hate COD Zombies. When I shoot a fucking zombie in the fucking head, the zombie should fucking die. Right? Right? You play COD Zombies, zombie no helmet, coming at you. I can unload an entire magazine in his head. Nothing. Fuck that. You want me to like COD Zombies? Allow me to shoot them in the kneecaps. Have them come after me. Have that amass that way. But still, headshots count. I do not like the way COD Zombies works. I played it on Infinite Warfare like a couple times. I just do not like it. And it's because I'm a fucking hardcore zombie aficionado. I want it to be good. What's my favorite color of person? I like all people, man. They're dicks of every color. And they're good people of every color. I'm not going to say I don't see color because that's ridiculous. You can't not see color. I mean, even if you're colorblind, you're not that level of colorblind. There's still shades you can still see. Zombies should be its own game. Dappy, actually, it is going to be its own game. I think it's for Black Ops 3 or something. It's like a standalone. So, yeah, WWE's The Days of Our Lives are Rednecks. Sure. Last of Us or Uncharted 4? Last of Us. I liked Uncharted 4 a lot, but I did not feel compelled to go back into it a second time after beating it. Whereas Uncharted 2, as soon as I finished it, I started it up again on a harder difficulty. The Last of Us, I've gone through 3 or 4 times. I legitimately cared about the characters in all those games, but what it was is the combat in Uncharted 4 was so few and far between, and there were so many missions where you would spend 30, 40 minutes just walking the fuck around with maybe like peppered battles here and there. And that's one of the reasons why I think in my review of it, I was like, Druckmann, because that was his influence. He didn't want there to be a lot of combat. He wanted to be more realistic. He wanted it to be more like, instead of Nathan Drake, committing genocide on his enemy's fucking henchmen, they wanted it more of a personalized experience. And I get that, but it just, no, man. No, more action. It's an action-adventure game. Emphasis on the action. Hey, what's going on, Gaming Anarchist? Oh my god, Domi. Gaming Anarchist has been my friend for a while. You all should go subscribe to his channel, because if enough of you subscribe to his channel, maybe the lazy son of a bitch will start making fucking videos again, and maybe he'll stop trying to claim that he has a job that will prevent him from doing it, because I don't buy it. What do I think of iZombie? I love iZombie. What's my favorite Elder Scrolls game? That would be probably Morrowind. If they did an updated version of Morrowind, I would come buckets for days. Do I plat fighting games? No, I don't. What's the saddest part of The Last of Us? When Tess got it, because you could see like There was a lot of emotion there. But actually, though, for me, like that was sad. But the moment when Bill, when you come across the note of his partner and like you read like the hatred that he had for him towards the end, that was like, ooh, man, that was tough. And that's the thing too. That game had a gay character, and they didn't make it a big fucking deal. Right? They treated the character like it was a fucking human. Unlike David Gator from BioWare that was walking around from Dragon Age Inquisition going like, look at Dorian. Look at him. Putting him there on a podium in front of everybody to look at. Like, look at this fine specimen of a person. Look at him. He sucks cock. It's the only character trait I'm going to talk about for the entire post or pre-release shit. But Dorian. It's like, they don't let, like, that's the thing I really hate about when it comes to, like, feminist writers or social justice warrior writers is there's nothing wrong with writing characters a certain way. Nothing wrong with it, period. But the idea there is you want the characters to exist in their own. You want the characters to have their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own storyline. And it's so hackneyed when these writers force shit into the game. And they do this all the damn time. They do this all the fucking time. They force these things down people's throats. And then if you get mad, they're just like, well, you're just a bigot. Well, are you? I mean, if you're presenting it in a way of which there's no possible chance to have a discussion about this shit, then who's the bigot, really? So, Dragon Age is the best story. Dragon Age is a good story. Have I played Hotline Miami before? Which one of the two did I like more? Dapper or Dappy? Hotline Miami 1 and 2 are great, but I prefer 1 to 2. 2 was trying to be too much different stuff, and I think it lost a lot of what made the first one great, but I still really love 2. Skywind. Okay, Jack, I will check that out. You'll sub to him if I take my shirt off? No. Do I ever read comics? Not really. Not really. Like, I know the core line, but because like Marvel and DC and everything have like rebooted so much shit, had so much, running like parallel timelines running continuously next to one another and then jumping back and forth, I'm just like, eh. That's why I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because it forces them to do one timeline. And then you get like 14 years into it, and it would be like the Fox side of things, and they're like, Logan's in the future. Logan's actually not part of any other established timeline, except it is because it references the previous shit. Well, then you find out that Logan's really just like the third film in the Wolverine trilogy. So whatever the fuck happened after, Wolverine and whatever happened at the end of Days of Future Past, they didn't, they're not connected. They're split, in my opinion. So, exclusively gay moment. Oh, Jesus, yeah. What's my favorite movie of all time? That would be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Sean is vlogging, asks, do you love me? Can you learn to love me? I can probably learn to love anything. Question is, though, what is it about you that I must fall in love with? Am I going to give you a tour of the new space? Probably not. Probably not a tour of the place. Maybe a tour of, like, the backyard. So... will I play Star Citizen? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it, Mohammed. Reason why I'm not going to play Star Citizen is I don't care. Robert Space Industries, they have, or Cloud Imperium Games, or whatever company they're going under these days, they have taken $100 million from gamers and given you tech demo after tech demo after tech demo, all while promising way more than they can deliver. And honestly, I feel like No Man's Sky kind of bore the brunt of frustration a lot of people had with Star Citizen, but No Man's Sky straight fucked up, so don't get me wrong there. So, have I played We Happy Few? I have not, Andre. Can I give you a room tour? No, not right now. It's all locked in. Has the 14 words clip been used against me yet? No. And if anyone says, like, why did you say the 14 words, Matt? I'll be like, because somebody paid me $50 to do it, and I'm a whore, clearly. Do I collect memorabilia? Troy, my t-shirts are my memorabilia, believe it or not. Actually, I'll show you guys this because I got it right here. So, my birthday was like a couple weeks ago. Well, almost 2 months ago. Fuck, I got a lot of shit over here. And so... as a result of that, my stepmom knew I was moving up here and wanted to give me something cool. Sorry, I've got to like get this all set up here. All right. Okay. So she made me some crochet things, like this little guy right here. She made me a couple stormtroopers. A couple storm crocheted me some stormtroopers. This one looks mad, and this one also looks mad. But if you take the arms off, they just look like big white fucking penises, like a ghost dick, right? But still, it's adorable. So she got me those, and then she got me C3PO. Although it's a little odd C3PO, And then she made me these as well. She didn't buy me. She made me these. She crocheted these. So that's pretty great. Han and Leia, or Han and Leia. And then the last two are Vader with his get his sword back up there. He's a little old, so he needs some whatever Cialis. Look at that. They're sword fighting each other. So yeah, got the little Star Wars crochets. And so I saw a design today that was Deadpool, crocheted Deadpool, and I want to kind of like slip that over to her and be like, Christmas. So, is Mundane Dad watching? I don't know if my dad's watching right now, to be honest with you. I don't know. He might be. Shit. Oh, I hit the wrong fucking button. Damn it. Okay. Balls. Hold on here. There we go. Exit full screen. I hit the wrong button on my monitor. Yeah, Matt's live puppet show. That's right. So, I Mark the Heretic. I did see that ZeniMax bullied the guy with the Prey title in the indie game, and I think that's like, I get why they do it. Okay, here's how it works out, and this is what you have to consider. You have to remember this sort of thing. These companies hold trademarks, they hold copyrights, they hold patents, they have intellectual properties. They have to defend them. They have to at least put on the charge that they're defending them, because if they don't, then it basically acts like they don't care about it anymore and they can let it go. So they have to defend it. It's just really, really, really stupid a lot of times that they do, but they have to. It's just sucky. So did that GIF ever slip out to your dad? Which GIF is that one? Which Star Wars character would you like to make canon again? Mara Jade. I really like the Mara Jade storyline. Carlos, none of the cats are in here right now, so I can't show you a cat. Is he in here? Oh wait, hold on. Is my dad in here? Let me take a look. I don't see in the chat. He'd probably message me on Facebook if he was. I'll log on Facebook real quick. I could probably put him. Oh, I don't think I put him on speaker right now. So, because it's 10:30 and he's old. The Bailey J one. I never showed him the Bailey J one. Jesus Christ. I'm just sitting there in that fucking theater lobby, like kids all around me wanting to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's Bailey J swinging cock everywhere. So, Bang's Naughty Bits. What do you mean? The climate being similar to pre-Franco Spain? I don't know what that is. So how many cats do I have, Nick? I have 5. I have 5 cats. Lots of cats. And it's weird too. Like lately, they've just been like decimating through kitty litter. It's insane. So I'm like, fuck. The hottest character from The Witcher 3, Ciri. I know a lot of people like Yennefer, but Ciri, all about the Ciri, man. Let's see. Well, maybe. Okay. one of my friends had messaged me on Facebook. She's like how'd you fix your webcam? Also, stop buying video games. I don't buy them very often. I need to return Mass Effect though. Favorite Captain America movie? Winter Soldier, because it was like a nice political thriller that was very, very, very perfect for the time, because we had just learned about the whole Snowden hack or Snowden leak and everything else. Okay, Carlos, not that Siri, but I also agree with you. Michael McLeod, I got the 5 cats because they're good cats, man. They're good cats. You just somehow acquire them. So, have I seen Under the Shadow? No, I haven't. Oh, this is it's like a fizzy water drink. Tastes pretty good. So, it's good stuff. What's my favorite Oz plotation film? Are you talking like you're talking like Oz, like Australia, right? That you're talking about? Um, I think it's what you're talking about. Yeah, Mark the Heretic. You know what, man? People find a lot of different shit attractive. If you have trouble finding Siri attractive after she was so much tortured in the books, keep in mind that regardless, she's still a person and one that might have the sexual angst, and so who knows? She could be looking for a nice hearted, sweet internet denizen to come along and sweep her off her feet. I ever caught my cats screech fucking each other? No, they're all fixed. Um, oh, Zach, I don't really like to do a lot of the watching the other stuff unless it's mine. I actually got a content ID strike from the other stream where I was like singing the karaoke and doing Tenacious D. So that happened. Um, oh, Jesus Christ, Taro. What was the thing? Oh, okay, Tara. Okay, so she's talking about the whole webcam thing. All right, so here's what happened. Let me get it real quick. All right. So I got. You can't even fucking see it. God damn it. All right, I got a. It's an Initech, right? It's a USB 3.0 PCI card. This was recommended to me by Fintrovert, who's in the chat right now, and he recommended it to me as a way to bypass the issues that were stemming from the motherboard having problems with USB, high-speed USB, and whatever. And so the new camera I actually bought is not the one. This is the C920. I played with the settings a little bit in Logitech's webcam software, and then I also put up the lights. So the lights are fluorescent, and so it's a little bit bluer. And I also have a lamp on over here for a nice fill light that is also a little bit warmer due to the shade. And so there's that. So that's pretty much what happened. And it was like $28 for that part too. So Fintrovert saved my ass. All right, hold on. How do I not have you as a mod yet? Kaznor, Rich and I are not related. Have I seen an Australian film called Bad Boy Bubby? Sounds like a horrifically bad porn. Who's my waifu? Lana Kane. My room is comfy. It's nice in here. I gotta do more to it, like spruce up a bit and like get all my shit prepped. But yeah, I like it in here. The house is nice. The house is really good. At first, it was a little drafty. You're getting used to it, like it's an open space. And then it's getting used to living in Washington weather. But then again, the last couple of days have been like 75 degrees. I've been wearing shorts and flip flops, and trust me when I say, I love it. I miss California. I miss doing that there. So yeah, it's going pretty good. What's my opinion on VidMe and Minds? I like VidMe. I don't use it. I should, since it's so easy. Minds, again, same concept. It's kind of like it's so much to manage. I put out so much content a day across multiple channels. It's literally just a lot to manage, and that becomes a big problem. And so it's like, I just forget, to be honest with you. I just stick with what works, and it works. So, COD or Battlefield? Battlefield. Battlefield is actually like, I feel DICE has always tried to innovate Battlefield, whereas Call of Duty hasn't really tried to innovate it as much as just try to like slap a new coat of paint on it, add maybe one or two new features, and then call it a day every year. But I will say Call of Duty World War II kind of has my interest. Might be a rental. Am I going to go see King Arthur? If I can, I want to see it. It's a Guy Ritchie movie. I like Guy Ritchie films. I thought The Man from Uncle, his last movie, was pretty fucking fantastic, and not a lot of people saw it. Um, so all I'm missing is a jazzy tune in the background to make my content easier to watch while you're drinking a nice cup of coffee. Yeah, I don't think having some nice jazzy music play as I'm going like "you cocksucking motherfucker" on something is really gonna work out too well. Black Ops was the last good COD. I would say Black Ops 2 was better. I thought it had a better campaign. But I will say the multiplayer for Black Ops is probably the best one. And the only reason why is because of bots mode. And the way bots mode rocked my fucking world, and I don't know why other developers don't do this. It was the best thing ever. The bot mode for Black Ops had it where they took your friends list, right? They took your friends list from, Xbox Live or PSN or whatever, and that was what they named the bots with. It wasn't like random pendejo 698. It was like, Jizzy from the block or whatever. If I don't have a friend with that name, but it's like, you could it felt like you were battling your friends. And that was cool. I liked that a lot, actually. I spent more time playing the offline bots mode because of that. And no other game has ever done that from what I can tell. So, yeah, I did hear something about a new Dark Crystal movie. I've heard some stuff about that. Wow, Spartacus. I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I saw the double feature last week. It was awesome. Um, there are many different Pepes, the Trump Pepe and the Killer. Oh, yeah. The Coltman, there's tons of Pepes everywhere. Pepes are Pepes. Pepes are going to come back. He's already been resurrected. So Matt Fury is just like, no, he came back. Like, yeah, bitch, he was going to come back. First Order banner will spruce up the place. I don't know if I'd want a First Order banner, but I would definitely take a gigantic Empire one. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Okay, Frank came up with a game idea. It's a realistic World War One game that's made to be brutal and gory. Zach, something like that is something that I don't think you should send my way. Mostly for protective reasons. Like, I don't want you to send me something and then me later on, like, write maybe something around World War One, if I ever want to explore that time period in a story I'm working on or a script or whatever, and then have you go, oh, you took my idea. I can't take unsolicited content like that. That's a hard thing to do. So I understand why you'd want to send it, but legally I have to protect myself and not take it. And that's the unfortunate thing. 'Cause I'd like to read it, but I can't ask you to send it to me. I can't accept it if you do send it to me. I'd have to delete it right away. And that's just protecting my ass. And honestly, Tara will tell you in the chat, that's how Hollywood works. You have to do it. Our Matt greater than Pepe Matt. There's a Pepe? Is there? Oh, Pepe Matt, creator Pepe Matt. Gotcha. Yeah. What's going on, Black Phillip? How are you, man? Uh, yeah, I need paintings. I got paintings. I got Star Wars paintings. What do I think about Hellboy being rebooted? I did talk about it on $3 Theater, but just to kind of recap, wanted, I wanted a third Hellboy movie. I wanted to continue a finishing of that trilogy. Downside to it is that it's just not the thing. It's just not the thing. It's they at this point in time, the franchise. It's been 9 years since the last movie, and it's kind of like they can't reboot it. They have to reboot it in order for it to be successful in this market. Keep in mind that the last Hellboy came out right after Iron Man and the Hulk came out, and 6 days before The Dark Knight. That was an overloaded summer in terms of movies, right? That was an overloaded summer, and that was one of those things where there was just like, that was a comic book movie that got lost amongst other comic book movies that were building to something, and that was the unfortunate thing. Is I think that Hellboy, the Golden Circle, or the Golden Army, sorry, was better than Incredible Hulk, better than Iron Man, essentially, being that it if you look at the CG in Iron Man and the CG in Golden Army was like this completely far out there wonderful tale and with going to like the marketplace and everything else, and then let MCU. And honestly, Guillermo del Toro let it sit for so long. And I know why. He went off after that to go work on like The Hobbit, spent a couple years trying to build that up. Like I'm pretty sure had he gone off to go direct The Hobbit as well as Pacific Rim, had the shit with the fucking actor strike in New Zealand not happen, he might have had enough capital after doing both of those films. He might have had enough capital to get Hellboy 3 finished. Might have. He didn't do it. But I would argue that it'd be best if they would either try to crowdfund it or just let it go, and they just let it go. It's unfortunate. Yeah, the makeup was great in that movie. Favorite Nolan Batman movie would be The Dark Knight. Um, so I didn't really care for The Dark Knight Rises. Like it was a well-made film, but like not a good Batman movie. But Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are fucking top tier. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, Finchervert. I'm hoping Carl Urban gets in on that Dread show. It's done by the same producers, so they had a lot of control in the 2012 film, and we can only hope. And Carl Urban, he's as far as I can tell, he's not necessarily locked into much right now. We're probably not going to get a fourth Star Trek movie. That's probably not going to fucking happen. We're probably not going to get, like clearly they're not going to like continue off with fucking Lord of the Rings' his character in that one. Maybe Marvel he'll be in a few things. So Stacey Gardner, yeah, I need to bring on smaller people, smaller channels, and give them a shout out and shit. I just haven't yet, and it's just that's on me. That's on me. Um, I did hear Big Black died. I heard he died yesterday. That's sad. Oh, Horror Punks. I never saw the episode, but I know about his cameo in Del Toro's cameo in It's Always Sunny. Um, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Riley, if someone pitches the idea for Hellgirl. Hell, we could probably actually write a fucking joke article about it. Why has he got to be called Hellboy? Why can't he be called Hellgirl? Or what's the gender neutral pronoun? Hell them. Hell they. Hellzer. Zerheil. I don't know. Um, so I haven't seen those Tim Russ Renegade. I did work once with Michael Dorn and Robert Picardo on a movie. You can actually find it on Hulu. It's called 321 Scream is the movie I worked on, and you can see me, the back of me, carrying something away like in these light blue checkered shorts. I think I'm in like two shots in the movie. And that was funny because I was actually working crew on the set that day, and like we need crew walking around and go to that. So, um, Hellsy, yeah. Do I watch The Completionist, Derek? I do watch The Completionist. Um, Not all the time. I actually met Gerard before he became The Completionist. A few months prior, he was working at Best Buy. He was an actor. He worked with my roommate. They were hanging out. They were in the neighborhood by my theater in Pasadena. They bombed out there. Talked to them for a while. Friended Gerard on Facebook, and every time he clears house on Facebook, he doesn't ever seem to get rid of me, even though he knows who I am. I told him, and I don't think he's a huge fan of that. I ran into him last fall in Portland at the Retro Gaming Expo. Talked for a few minutes, and that was that. And he's a nice guy. He's a really good guy. I'm really happy for his success. Truly, he's dedicated the work and he's done well for himself. So, yeah, banning laptop flights from Europe is really dumb. It's just like if it's just dumb. All Trump is doing is like really hurting tourism to the United States in that particular regard. So like whatever. Uh let's see. Hellgirl, the social construct. There could be some pretty good articles in there. Actually write something like that for the Axiom Dispatch as Jack mentioned. To the Axiom, to the Axiom. Yeah, I should make that a fucking I should work on making that a thing. Making that big again, but again, so much other shit going on. So much other shit going on right now. Unfortunately, everything I want to do, like I need to like the movie Multiplicity with Michael Keaton, like I need to fucking clone myself. I mean, but let's face it, like if you could clone yourself, you would probably like do a giant circle jerk and it would be okay, or a Dutch rudder, because then you're only masturbating your own dick. It would just feel different from the other direction. Um, did I ever spend any time in Arcadia? No, Jack. If I went to Arcadia, I was driving through Arcadia. East of Pasadena, I didn't spend a lot of time. I don't really feel like I had to. So that's just what happened with that. Um, yes, Tony, I did just assume Hell's gender. Um, Zach, I guess that's fine, Zach. I mean, if you're not sending me a story, but like an outline for how you'd want to have the game go, I guess that's one thing. Um, how much would it cost, or how much money would it take for you to change your channel's direction and focusing on mindless Trump worship and partnership with Infowars? Not enough money, man. Not enough money. I couldn't do it. For one, making fun of Infowars is way too much goddamn fun. Way too much goddamn fun. Two, making fun of Infowars is just way too much goddamn fun. You know, they had Jack Posobiec on there, right? Who's now working for the Rebel. This is the douchebag that created Dump Star Wars, that fucking idiotic, goddamn retarded hashtag. He's now a correspondent for the Rebel. He's the one that broke the Macron leaks because he was trolling 4chan and found it on there. So he didn't really break it. He just found it and fucking regurgitated it, which I guess counts as breaking news if you're CNN. And then now he's on like Infowars talking about how like Macron's wife was seduced by somebody else, and that's like so she could drug him or some such shit. It's like this dude is insane. He's legitimately insane. I mean, I was watching his streams on Periscope when he's talking about the whole dumb Star Wars thing, and you know he's all like, people tell me, how do you know it's in the movie? You haven't seen it. And he goes, I don't know it's in the movie. I haven't seen it. I can't tell you if it's in there or not, but I know it's there. And it's like, people are taking you seriously. And it's those people that I really am fearful of, because those are the same people inside Bucks that voted Trump. And it's not that I'm blaming them for voting Trump. It's like they literally believe that because two writers of the last Star Wars movie didn't care for Trump, that they added an anti-Trump sentiment via the reshoots, and that the shit was there. They had direct scenes to Trump. And this is like something like, again, you could probably tell that because of Jack Posobiec and how he trolls 4chan looking for intel, he probably read that and thought that it was legit and created an entire hashtag over it that meant fucking nothing. So many crazy people. Oh, Boba Fett, dude. Sorry. Django's like, I mean, we got more of Django than we got of fucking Boba Fett, but I like Boba Fett. Yes, Narnir. He's a fucking idiot. So, how would you, what would you do if Alex Jones came in my room? I would tell him to get the fuck out, and then he'd knock on my door and try to sell me water filters. Yeah, the reshoots did alter the ending of the movie, but that wasn't to add in anti-Trump sentiment. They shot, when it comes to Star Wars Rogue One, they shot so much extra coverage, so much stuff they shot for that movie. They treated it like a bit of a war documentary, and they just kept shooting stuff, and then they pieced it together, which is arguably not the best way to make a film, but I think the result's pretty good. I don't know what Our Guy is, so you still want an Obi-Wan Solo movie? I honestly think we're gonna get one. I don't think we need one, but I'd watch it. I'm not gonna lie. So, oh, supplements are Alex's new snake oil. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I don't watch InfoWars enough to really pay attention to what he's shilling. Um, Star Wars had an anti-First Order message. I don't know. I don't know about that. What do I think of the South in general? It's humid. That's about it. I don't care. Like the South is the South. I really don't pay much attention. Um, so yeah, people thought they were going to make Vader represent Trump in the movie. The biggest sin that came out of Star Wars Rogue One, in my opinion, was the Vader dad joke. Be careful not to choke on your ambitions. And it's like, oh God, Oh God. It's like, yeah, yeah. So Alex is trying to sell video games now. What are you talking about? No, we didn't need Rogue One, Michael, but I liked Rogue One quite a bit. Um, Obi-Wan, yeah. When watching an Infowars video, take a shot every time they say globalist. That could work. That could work. So, I live in Florida, so thoughts on Florida? Well, Florida is Florida. Florida makes for the best stories every single year, right? Whether it's someone high on bath salts attempting to eat someone else's face, whether it was someone high on bath salts trying to have sex with a corpse, whether it was someone on bath salts that's doing something crazy like trying to put their dick in a crocodile or an alligator. Yeah, an alligator. Um, then yeah, Florida makes for all the best stories. Um, Thought on the vegan agenda. Vegans, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Vegans are like vegans are like the worst kind of people, right? Like the hardcore militant vegans are the worst kind of people because that if they could, they would make internment camps for people who eat meat and have it policed by cows and bulls and elks and lions and shit. All right, Senior, thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, Florida, man. I know that's something I think I wanted to do that for a while. Like do a series is just like just do Florida, man, nonstop Florida, man. So that'd be great. Thoughts on the best looking state like Arizona? Arizona from like high up in space looks like a skid mark in a pair of underpants. It's just brown. Nothing ever grows there. It's a wasteland that people like to retire to during the winter because it's warm. And I don't blame them for that. So you can tell someone's a vegan because it's all they ever talk about. Same with born again Christians, man. Oh, those people are the like I again no I don't care if you're vegan or if you're religious or whatever, but it's like you can stop talking about it. Um, no, Veronica, I have nothing against Arizona. I've been to it multiple times. A lot of people there are really cool, but it's a lot of brown. I live in California. Trust me, I know brown. Um, a news network dedicated to Florida man would be extremely successful. I've thought about that. I thought about that. I was a long time ago. I was trying to prep. Like I was thinking about like shows I could do. I could do like multiple like multi-story shows. That was back when I'm way more ambitious than I am now. And I'm thinking like, okay, I could do like Adventures of Florida Man and do like 5 Florida-based stories a week. Not hard. And then I thought about doing like other stuff like that too. And then it's like, this is way too much work. Yeah, I don't know what is up with Phil Fish, Ryan. I don't know. Last I heard he was the DJ Sparkles or something. I got no idea. Um, so Marky, it's not that I don't hate God. I just don't like organized religion. Um, would I buy a fighting game as that had YouTubers in it and you could add you as DLC? People would be like, "Who is this Kevin Smith lookalike motherfucker? What is he even up to? How many subscribers does he have?" And it's all like 136,000. He's a fucking peasant. Um, yeah, I mean, I get the cringy bit, Jack. I get it. I get it. I just still that choke gag just it still kind of ran me the wrong way. Um, Radar 2670. I don't know if I'm gonna keep Mass Effect or not. I haven't opened it. I've had it for a couple days. I think like a week now. I haven't even opened it yet. I might. I don't know. As Tara said, she said stop buying games, which she's not wrong. Um, my sub count won't move is dead. My sub count isn't dead. It's not dead. It's in this odd state of fluctuation. There are days where it goes up, and then there are days where it goes down. There are days where it goes up quite a bit, and then there are days where it goes down quite a bit. It's in a weird state of fluctuation. Um, we're just gonna have to figure it out as we go along. So, um, do I like anime? Black Phillip? No, I'm not a huge anime fan. I have nothing against it. It's just not for me. It's not for me. What do I think? What do I think of the Young Turks? I watch them hoping they're going to get better. Not every day. I don't watch them every day, but I watch them. If like I want to get like their opinion on a story, see how far they're going to like, pardon my terminology, but like cuck themselves. And so I watch them, and then I'm like, oh god, that was wrong. That was wrong. Chank's an idiot. I don't know why. It's like people who hate watch Rush Limbaugh or hate watch Glenn Beck. I think I hate watch the Young Turks. At least now I can admit it, which doesn't make it any fucking better. So, Cody is saved from Daddy 05 for at least 1 year. He's under custody of the mom for at least a year. So there's that. Harambe is the one true religion. Got it. It fluctuates because I'm not a shill and that's why you like me. I have battled people this year, man. I have battled people this year. And it was like one of the biggest problems that I've had with it. I don't mind people are mad at me. I don't mind if they subscribe, unsubscribe. I can't stop them one way or the other. What cracks me up the most, though, is that there are people out there that are just like, they like, it's intellectual dishonesty I don't like when it comes to criticism, So I got into an argument with someone yesterday on Twitter, and they brought up the whole story of the 19-year-old girl and the 14-year-old boy. And I'm all like, two teens having sex. Because he said, oh, you defended a pedophile. And I'm all like, that's not what pedophile means. Like, words have meanings. Please grab a dictionary and fucking learn them. Because if you start calling everything like that a pedo, then you're minimizing the word. The word has a certain connotation to it. The word has a very specific and direct meaning. And to say that a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old having sex makes a 19-year-old girl a pedophile doesn't even come close to the stretch that a pedophile would be defined by. Now, the 38-year-old woman and the 14-year-old, again, not a pedophile. A fucking creeper and definitely a fucking sexual predator. But again, not a pedophile, because it's not a child. It's not a child. There's terms, they have meanings. But like I talked to Tara about this too. You can't have those kind of discussions on the internet because it's much easier to call something a pedophile than it is to understand the complexity of the human mind at that age and how people come together. It's just unfortunate. So, what's going on, Steve Shives? You know what? I got it up right here. Oh, you're fake Steve Shives. You've got one subscriber. You fake Steve Shives, you are fake Steve Shives. No, Canadian guy, I'm rarely ever intellectually dishonest. I'll give you my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm not coming at it from a dishonest angle. I don't look at things from the perspective of like I'm not trying to take people's words out of context. I do look for context. And if I don't understand something, or if I don't know something, or don't really have much of an opinion based on what information is provided, I will say it. And that's part of what happened with that particular story. As I said, I don't know. Here are reasons why I don't know. What do I think of War Corpse 666? I got nothing against War Corpse, man. He's a nice guy. I mean, his stick is kind of his stick. And he hasn't really progressed past where he's been. War Corpse could probably get a lot more subscribers and views if he would just stop calling everyone a cunt or a whore. You got to understand that when you're trying to like build an audience, not everyone's going to want that kind of abrasiveness. That abrasiveness works sometimes, and you have to play it just right if you want to use it. It's controlled outbursts. You can't always talk like that because people are going to be like, oh, you're always doing it, so it's just going to lose its effect. If every episode, like, okay, think about it like this: why do people like the Bill O'Reilly "fuck it, we'll do it live" skit or bit? Because it's so out of character for him, and it's rare. You don't have lots of clips of that. But if every single night Bill O'Reilly was "fuck it, we'll do it live," "fuck it, fucking thing sucks," all the time, every single night, you would probably stop caring about it as much because you're like, I've seen this before. I know what he's going to do. He's going to fucking throw something against the wall. He's maybe going to like grab a piece of shit from his ass, smear it on the wall, and beat off with the other hand. You know pretty much what's going to happen. And that's the whole point of it. It's like people who get that kind of animosity on shit. It doesn't take them as far as you think. It really doesn't. So, There might be a squeaky fan in here. It might be my computer, which is not good. So that's not good at all. Um, do I think a third party can sweep in and take the presidency, concerning everyone hates the Democrats, Republicans? I would love that, man. I would love that, Riley, but it probably will not happen. Um, so it probably will not happen until we actually change the primary system. It's all about changing the primary. You change the primary, we might have a shot at getting a solid third party in there. And also, if you can't change the primary, then you got to fucking do something about the electoral college. All right, so it's like one of those two things has to change. Gun Doge says, "Why do they call it a royale with cheese?" I don't know, man. Fucking, because they can't. What do they call the Big Mac in France? Oh, it's called Le Big Mac. I need to watch that movie again. Oh Jesus! Should HBO make a RoboCop series? Absolutely, absolutely. What is up with that fucking fan? Oh, it's the fucking cooler I have in there. I have to go in and kind of like wiggle it around every once in a while, just kind of like quiets it out. Yeah, I'm a clone of Alex Jones and Chank set back in time to stop Apple from taking over the world. Clearly, I'm doing my job. Uh, will the will the Libertarian Party ever not have naked guys on stage while electing a nominee? I don't know. Just go to lemonparty.org and have yourself a good old time. You're not hearing crickets. It's a fan. It's a fan, and that's gonna. I'm gonna have to like get in there and fix that shit. I have not had a chance to play Prey. I probably apparently people are beating it too fast. They're just getting in there. They're just going to town on that motherfucker. But that's what I was reading today. That it's going too fast and shit. So hopefully they'll be able to like add more to it. I guess. Uh, so I really want to play Prey, but I might rent it from Redbox. Um, Phil, if you're in the Discord, maybe it's again mostly it's Finchrovert and Warboy that really helped out with that in terms of like providing tech support through Discord. It was really nice. I did hear the rumors about Apple trying to buy Disney. I don't think it's gonna happen. I could see Disney coming back in and buying Apple. That making more sense. I think Disney's gonna purchase Columbia Pictures. If I'm being honest, I think they're gonna purchase Columbia Pictures to get back the rights to Spider-Man. That is really a loud fan. Damn. Um, so am I gonna get Destiny 2 on PC? Maybe. Maybe. It's a fucking it's oh hey, it went away. Cool. It's I said it went away, and then it perked up again. I'm like, you motherfucker. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to wait for E3. See what they do for E3. When can you deport the Kekistanis? Well, considering Kekistan is not a real place, never. But I'm pretty sure you could probably stand outside. Shit, people from Kekistan never leave their homes. I don't know. You can't really deport them. You can't find them. Um, if I could go back in time and invest in any company, what would I go back and pick? If I could go back and invest, I would invest in pot in Colorado. It's the most lucrative investment if done right in the last shit years. So I would do that. For one, I think pot helps people. I think it's a good moneymaker. I want to invest in it. And I was fuck. I was gonna do it this year too. I was actually looking into it. Like if I was making as much as I was making last year before this apocalypse thing, I was gonna be able to put in a decent investment into legal weed, to kind of help pave the way to take care of my family down the road, and so hopefully shit will pick back up and I can do that. But in the meantime, I'm looking for like an alternative. So, um, stream over Normistan must fall. You go back and invest in the Wendy's Twitter account. I don't really know if social memes have a high return on investment. So, um, oh, good, Chris or Cyrus meeting a person trying to legalize it in Mississippi or Missouri. Do I think Matt Fury should have capitalized on the Pepe meme? Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I would have been like Pepe fucking t-shirts. I would have been like talking to Stormfront.org, like you fuckers want to sell Pepe merchandise? We'll fucking sign a deal and shit, but I get a cut of that merchandising. Imagine if Stormfront came out and was selling alt-right Pepes. How many fucking people would buy that shit, if anything, just to troll the lefties, right? Not because they're racist, but just to troll the lefties. And all the alt-righters that are fans of Richard Spencer would buy it because clearly they want to also showcase that they are very much for the advancement of the white people. But then that would make a lot of fucking money. It could, and then he would make a lot of cash on the back end, and then he could donate it all to Hillary. That would be hysterical. That would be a mind fuck, right? You find out Matt Fury was donating all the proceeds from selling Pepe T-shirts on Stormfront.org and giving it to Hillary Clinton. That that would be great. Uh, you Riley, you have a micro penis. Sorry. Before you show it to anyone, take a warm shower first. Loosens up the skin, makes your dick look bigger. It's the reverse of shrinkage. So yeah, no, seriously, Tracy, right? Seriously, I would have totally fucking done that, right? Okay, think of it like this. Perfect example. Perfect fucking example. I love telling this story too, because I would Fanta, right? Fucking Fanta. You've all seen the commercials, Fanta, Fanta. Do you wanna Fanta? That shit, right? I don't know if they do that shit anymore, but they used to. Fanta, Coca-Cola owned product, has been since forever. During World War II, Coca-Cola could not sell Coca-Cola to Germany simply because of the trade restrictions, right? And so they started selling Fanta to the Germans. So Nazis were out there enjoying a nice, refreshing Fanta, and Coke was getting the money. It's like IBM is the company that, again, couldn't sell that shit over to the Germans, but they still invented the fucking Enigma box. So, people always find a way, right? Your enemy will always want to buy something that they know you like or they know you hate. If you can find out what it is, you could sell it to them, right? Like if feminists wouldn't be hard to sell them shit. You could sell them T-shirts that are like pro misandry if it's phrased the right way, and everything else. You could totally do that shit, but it would require some tact and some craft and the right time to do it. And yeah, Matt Fury licensing out Pepe to fucking 4chan or to Stormfront or whatever, any of those sites, could have totally fucking made a killing, and then just come out and been like, haha, fooled you. Because just imagine if the dude who made the Pepe was selling alt-right Pepes, and then alt-righters were buying it, and then finding out that the money was going to Hillary Clinton's campaign or whatever the fuck. They would be on Twitter burning their shirts. They'd be on Twitter trashing their shirts or whatever the fuck it is. They would be so fucking mad about this. And then it's like the ultimate troll job. It's like Inceptroll, you know what I mean? Or Trollception. There we go. It's that would be that's a good story for a movie. I should write that. uh, yeah, Fanta, the official drink of Uncle Adolf. That would be pretty good. So, yeah, male tears mugs. Oh God, what was it? Paul Joseph Watson was uh, someone sent him a mug, or he made a mug where it's like conservatism is the new counterculture, and he's like, oh, I love waking up in the morning and drinking liberal tears, and then someone took that, screen capped it, and then put it next to a picture of Liz Finnegan, drinking the mug that says that means semen, and it's like, there you go, Paul Joseph Watson, you are a fucking joke. What would I like to get a tattoo of? I don't know, man. I don't like tattoos. I have a tattoo I got when I was 15. It looks like shit. I mean, it really does. It looks like someone just stabbed my leg repeatedly with an M. Um, and then I was at, where was I at? I was at E3 2003. G4 had just launched. G4 was at E3, and they were trying to very much like make a name for themselves. So they had a tattoo artist there giving out free tats, right? Free tats, actual tats, free. But you had to get the G4 logo somewhere in the tattoo. And I spent 3 days seriously contemplating getting a tattoo. And I'm like, what do I want? What would I want to get? What kind of tattoo would be good for me? And I thought about it, and it wasn't until the drive home after it was all said and done, I'm like, oh, damn it. I would have gotten the Triforce on my arm and then had them do the G4 logo in one of the triangles and then just gone to a local tattoo parlor here or down in San Diego and had them just fill it all in. That's what I would have done. That's what I should have done. But at the same time, eh, eh. G4 or Tech TV. I always enjoyed G4 more than Tech TV, but I feel like Tech TV had some of the more inventive shows. I'm very sad both are gone. Very sad both are gone. So yes, John Thunderbird. I remember Code Monkeys. Um, if my wife's child turned out to be black, would I still keep it? No, because it's not my child. So why would I keep it? If my wife cheated on me with somebody else and got pregnant, uh, she can kick the fuck curb. So I thought some of these whitewashing vids. I have not finished watching that yet. I started watching it and then I started laughing at it repeatedly because she was wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt and doesn't remember like all the times that Legend of Zelda gets fucking pegged by the social justice warriors because of chic, and they call it whitewashing of Arab culture or nomad culture. That was a thing for a while, and I thought that was pretty funny. So I haven't finished it yet. If I could pilot a ship from Star Wars, what would it be? You'd fly Count Dooku's solar ship. I like the Slave One. I mean, ergonomically, it makes no fucking sense, but it's still a cool ship. But based on all the time I've spent playing Star Wars, I Snowspeeder. I want to fucking take down an AT-AT, dude. I want to fucking hit it with the tether and take down an AT-AT. GDI or Brotherhood of Nod. Oh, straight up Brotherhood of Nod, man. Kane's the shit. What do I think of Sal Marcano? God, that fucking name. I'm trying to remember what the hell that's from. Let me Google that real quick. Oh, okay, yeah, Mafia 3. No, he was a good villain. He was a good villain. Um, what's the real reason the red pill isn't on Netflix? I don't know. I don't know. It makes no sense. It's everywhere else. Maybe because it's everywhere else, they don't want to do it. But here's the thing, the red pill will probably eventually get on Netflix. All Cassie has to do is like send Netflix the numbers of the sales of the documentary or the view counts from the metrics from other sites. It'll be on there. So, Tony, no one takes Anita seriously these days. Hence why she's left gaming and moved over to identity politics as a broad sense. Have I seen it? Are you talking about like the original early 90s miniseries or the new movie? First one, yes. Second one, not till September. So Star Wars or Star Trek? Do you even have to ask that fucking question? Clearly, it's Battlestar Galactica. No, Star Wars. What do I think of Kingsman 2? I think my body is ready to see it. I haven't seen Dear White People yet. I need to sit down and watch that. Oh, sorry, the Red Pill. I saw the Red. This is so funny. Like Shu does a review of the Red Pill. A bunch of other people do a review of the Red Pill. Back in like the 100,000 views or whatever. I fucking watched that movie back in October. Right? I hit up Cassie because we're friends on Facebook. We have been since like 2010 or 2011, somewhere in there. Never met her, but we just ended up being friends on Facebook. It's an LA thing. That was back during the bump days where you go to parties and you're like, hey, what's up, man? Like, let me get your contact info. Bump my phone. And you don't even know who the fuck these people are. You have their contact information, but you're like, man, who the fuck is this person? So anyway, I saw it back in February or back in October. Good shit. Is my father Kurt Russell or David Hasselhoff? My father is Kurt fucking Russell, sir. Kurt fucking Russell. Son of a bitch must pay. Look, as much as I love the Hoff is great. The Hoff is no Jack Burton. You know? Kylo Ren is an emo bitch with daddy issues. Kylo Ren's an emo bitch with granddaddy issues. You leave Han Solo out of this. No, Dear White People. Oh, dear. From what I hear about Dear White People, it's actually pretty decent. I showed my girlfriend the trailer for it. I was like, "You want to like give this thing a watch?" And then she's like, "No." I'm like, "Fuck." So I got to figure out time to watch it. So, I don't know if I don't think people, Coltman, people don't really pay for reviews. It's not pay in the way you're thinking of. If they are, it's trying to validate something via social currency, and that's the whole point. It's trying to validate something. They're validating it with social currency versus um, letting it stand on its own. I think, I don't know. It's identity politics bullshit. Um, Kurt is a Clint of our generation. Goddamn right. That is such a bad joke. That is such a bad joke. Um, Shit's Shinobi. He says here, Han Solo got married to Leia. Does that make him Han Taken? No, no, no. That's no. What do I think about Mark Hamill supposedly disliking the direction Rian Johnson took Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi? TK Douche, I have not heard that yet. Um, but it makes sense. Luke has been on this solo run for a long time. He's been on this like solo journey for a while, trying to probably understand why Kylo turned and killed the younglings, because essentially that's kind of what they implied. So I don't know. If I were Anakin, would I have killed the younglings? Yeah, but it would have been inventive, like force pick up and then force push off balcony. It's fucking horrible. Oh man. 10 things I want to see in The Last Jedi: lightsaber battles, actual TIE fighters versus X-Wing, Luke Skywalker, Lando Calrissian. I already know he's not in the movie. More Captain Phasma, because they made a big deal about Captain Phasma in The Force Awakens marketing. Huge deal. Big, tremendous, bigly deal in the movie for like 2 fucking seconds. So, oh yeah, there's other stuff. Mark Hamill talking some shit. Yeah, Jar Jar Pinks. When girls have 12-inch nails, how do they wipe their asses? Probably very similar to the concept of the three seashells from Demolition Man. They just get in there, they just scrape it off, like, and then they just wash it off. So, rock paper lightsaber. I don't know why Lando's not in the movie. It's just that I know Billy D is not in the movie. Do a review of Jar Jar's Great Adventure. I don't know what that is, Jack, and I don't want to know. Jeeves, you didn't watch Rogue One, so you want a plot breakdown? Group of spies steal the Death Star plans. So there we go. That's pretty much it. I don't know anything about Marvel Legacy, man. I'm sorry. So, but actually, guys, I have got to really use the bathroom. I think I'm gonna wrap this stream up. So tonight's a little bit less, but I went a little longer last night to make up for it. I'll be back Friday or Saturday. I don't know what night, depending on what's going on. Maybe not again until Sunday. But the stream schedule is now from Sunday through Wednesday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing stuff like this. More games. Bulletstorm is coming on Sunday, guaranteed, if not sooner. I know that's been requested, so it's coming. I got the webcam working today, so I wanted to focus on that. And then we'll definitely go from there. But you guys have been awesome as usual. Thank you for all the great questions, great conversations. Seriously, you guys are fucking fantastic, and you totally make this job amazing and make it easier for me to get through this time with the whole bullshit with Apocalypse. Anyway, you guys have a great one. I'll talk to you later, and peace out.